Good morning students. Today we are starting with your fourth lecture of polymer chemistry, in which classification of polymers on the basis of their structure. बेटा जी, किसी भी पॉलीमर में जो पॉलीमेरिक चेन्स है उनकी अरेंजमेंट या डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ पॉलीमर्स, हमारे पास पॉलीमर्स तीन तरह के होते हैं. फर्स्ट वी हैव लीनियर polymers. Polymers in which polymeric chains run parallel to each other, having lateral branches but are not laterally connected. So no lateral connection between polymeric chains. So we have an example. We are considering this as a polymeric chain. Similarly, as a polymeric chain, they run parallel to each other but are not connected laterally. Is said to be a linear polymer. These are also said to be one-dimensional polymers. These are also known as one-dimensional polymers, where examples we have polyethylene, polypropylene, polyvinyl chloride, etc. Simply, polymeric chains are slightly branched, but these branches are not laterally linked, but not laterally connected with each other. Similarly, we have sheet polymers. These are called two-dimensional polymers. When polymers are with such structure that they have branches, and these branches are laterally connected to form a sheet-like appearance. Like we have this polymeric chain, they are laterally connected to give a sheet-like structure. It is a two-dimensional or a sheet polymer, in which polymeric chains are laterally linked. So these are laterally linked. We have vulcanized rubber is an example of elastomer. Due to presence of these bonds, these polymers can be stretched. We have an example of vulcanized rubber. It is a vulcanized rubber having a property of elasticity. So why it is elastic in nature? Because due to presence of these cross links, due to presence of these lateral links, due to that property, it is also known as an elastomer, having property of elasticity. So it is the example of the vulcanized rubber having a very good property of elasticity. We are moving to the next and third and the most complex three-dimensional polymers. Three-dimensional polymers are those polymers in which when one sheet is converted into multi-layers. So when polymeric chains are connected three-dimensionally to give a multi-layer structure. So three-dimensional structure is comparatively difficult to draw over this board. So we can visualize you a three-dimensional polymer. It is a three-dimensional polymer in which it is orange colored. It is a sheet polymer. It is a sheet polymer when two sheets are three-dimensionally connected to give a three-dimensional structure. It is said to be a 3D. It is said to be a network polymer. It is said to be a network polymer or three-dimensional polymer. Now we are moving to the next topic, that is classification of polymers on the basis of molecular forces, that is nature as well as strength of the molecular forces. Now, depending upon the molecular forces, polymers are further of four types. First of all, we have elastomers. Next, we have fibers. Next, we have thermoplastic polymers. And after that, we have thermosetting polymer. Listen students, depending upon the nature and strength of the attractive forces among polymeric chains. First of all, we have elastomers. Beta, in these, there is existence of weakest force of attraction between polymeric chains. So these are the very weak intermolecular forces of attraction between polymeric chains. So presence of chemical bonds, which are which are responsible for elastic nature. So we have vulcanized rubber. You have studied over here vulcanized rubber, having an example of this exercise rubber. So it has chemical bonds as force is applied. So it is stretched. And during stretching, stretching is responsible only due to presence of these bonds. As force is removed, it attains its original shape. And this elastic nature is only due to presence of chemical bonds between polymeric chains. Now, next we have fibers, looking like a thread. So if we are considering a polymer in which polymeric chains have long structure and looking like a thread which can be spun to form a fiber, it is said to be a fiber. It is mainly used for making of woolen as well as cotton clothes. So, note this, where strongest intermolecular, weakest we have elastomers, strongest we have the fibers. So that is like hydrogen bonds, and these are mainly used for making of threads as molecules are long. Examples, we have nylon 6, we have nylon 6,6, we have nylon 6,10. Beta, name of nylons is basically based upon the number of carbon atoms in a monomeric unit. If monomeric unit contains 6 carbon, it will be nylon. It has 2 monomers, adipic acid and hexamethylene diamine. Both monomers contain 6 carbon atoms in each. So nylon 6,10 It means it isn't nylon 610. It is nylon 610. 6 means one monomer contains 6 carbon atoms, other monomer contain 10. So monomers in this are hexamethylene diamine and C-basic acid. We will study in next lectures. So what are the nylon 6, 6, 6, 6, 10? Now we are moving to the very important. Please note this. These are important polymers: thermoplastic and thermosetting. In highlighted form are those polymers which can be reshaped, are those polymers which can never be reshaped, are those polymers which are non-brittle, नीचे गिरने से टूटेंगे नहीं, but these are brittle. Now we are starting. Are those polymers in which we have the intermediate strength of the attractive forces, neither very strong nor very weak. Very strong we have fibers, very weak we have elastomers. So these are lying in between the elastomers and fibers. Are those polymers which become soft on heating and become hard on cooling. Are those polymers become soft on heating and hard on cooling. Due to this nature, these polymers can be reshaped. So we have an example of polyethylene. आप सब लोग जानते हो कि जो भी हम वेस्ट किए हुए पॉलीइथाइलिन को घर से बाहर फेंकते हैं, आपने यू हैव नोटिस्ड मेनी टाइम कि बाहर कुछ लोग उन वेस्ट हमारे किए हुए पॉलीथीन को फिर से उठा के ले जाते हैं. क्यों? क्योंकि बेटा उनको हीट करके हम दोबारा नए पॉली बैग्स या पॉलीइथाइलिन के इनर्ट वगैरह बना सकते हैं. सो दीज आर नॉट ब्रिटल. What does it mean brittle? Brittle का मतलब है कोई चीज अगर नीचे गिरेगी, अगर तो वो टूट गई है तो वो थर्मोसेटिंग है, पर अगर ये नीचे गिरने से नहीं टूटा तो मैं क्या कहूंगा, ये एक थर्मोप्लास्टिक पॉलीमर का बना हुआ है. सो एग्जांपल मैं यहीं पे आपको बताऊंगा. अगर थर्मोसेटिंग है, स्विचेस आपके घरों में जो इलेक्ट्रिक स्विच लगे हुए हैं, बेटा अगर नया स्विच आपके हाथ में हो, आपके हाथ में से अगर वो गिरता है तो वो टूट जाता है, बिकॉज वो थर्मोसेटिंग पॉलीमर है. नाउ एग्जांपल्स कि हमारे पास पॉलीइथाइलिन, पॉलीप्रोपाइलिन, सो पॉलीविनाइल क्लोराइड. अगर आप कहो कि हमारे पास कुछ पॉलीविनाइल क्लोराइड की ये जैसे हमारे पास यहाँ पे एक शीट है, जो आप कहते हो कि इलेक्ट्रिक वायर के बाहर हम पाइप कोई भी लगाते हैं, दैट इज पढ़ना, उसके ऊपर लिखा होता है पीवीसी. सो वो भी नीचे गिरने से टूटती नहीं है क्योंकि वो एक थर्मोप्लास्टिक पॉलीमर है. नाउ बेटा लास्ट, थर्मोसेटिंग पॉलीमर. कोई भी ऐसे पॉलीमर जो थर्मोसेटिंग, एक बारी हाई टेम्परेचर के ऊपर सेट हो जाए तो फिर वो दोबारा हीटिंग करने के ऊपर सॉफ्ट नहीं होते. क्यों? क्योंकि ज्यों-ज्यों उनको हीट करेंगे पॉलीमेरिक चेन के बीच में लार्ज नंबर ऑफ एक्सटेंसिव क्रॉस लिंक्स बनने शुरू होते हैं, और अगर हम उनको बहुत देर के लिए हीट करते रहें तो वो डीकंपोज ही हो जाते हैं. आप लोगों ने इस चीज को ऑब्जर्व किया होगा कि अगर आपके घर में कोई भी लगा स्विच है, उसके पीछे बेटा कंटिन्यूसली स्पार्किंग हो रही है, तो आप क्या देखते हो कि क्या वो मेल्ट करता है या सड़ी जाता है. क्यों? क्योंकि वो एक थर्मोसेटिंग पॉलीमर है. अगर उसके पीछे कंटिन्यूसली स्पार्किंग होती रहेगी तो इट अंडरगोज डीकंपोजिशन, वो डीकंपोज ही हो जाता है. क्यों? एक बारी हाई टेम्परेचर के ऊपर वो सेट हो गया है, उसके बाद अगर हम उसको और हीट करने की कोशिश करेंगे, पहले तो उसको कुछ भी नहीं होएगा, पर अगर ज्यादा प्रोलॉन्ग्ड हीटिंग करेंगे तो ये अल्टीमेटली डीकंपोज ही हो जाएगा. सुनो ध्यान से बेटा. prepared at high temperature and becomes more and more hard on further heating, and if heating is prolonged, these polymers undergo decomposition. So Why these become hard on heating? Because due to appearance of extensive number of bonds in polymeric chains on heating. So we have bakelite, urea formaldehyde resin. These polymers are considered to be the thermosetting polymers. Strongest attractive forces. So we have weakest attractive forces, we have strongest, and both contain the intermediate intermolecular forces of attraction. Thank you very much. Next topic is, what are the plasticizers? Beta, just to improve the physical properties of a polymer, we have to add additional substance into polymeric chains. Just to increase the physical properties of a polymer, these additional substances added are said to be plasticizers. Mainly, esters with a high melting point are used as plasticizers. So we have example of butyl phthalate. Listen students, additional substance added to a thermoplastic polymer to increase their physical properties like density, like viscosity, like flexibility, like softness, called plasticizers. High melting esters are used as plasticizers like butyl phthalate. We have So it is butyl phthalate. It is used as a plasticizer. After that, now we have rest of the chapter to explain the synthesis, properties and uses of polymers. Now we have some important synthetic polymers. First of all, we are studying important students. So polyethylene or polyethylene. So depending upon their density, these can be LDPE, low density polyethylene, and HDPE is high density polyethylene. Density depends upon the conditions used during preparation. Listen students, if we are using pure sample of ethylene and is subjected to 190 to 210 degrees Celsius under very high pressure, that is 1500 atmosphere, in presence of traces of oxygen, that is from 0.03 to 0.1%, it gives low density polyethylene. Sir, what does it mean? During these conditions, there is existence of cross links between polymeric chains. Due to presence of these cross links, there is loose packing of polymeric chains, as a result of which polymer formed will be of low density. If ethylene is dissolved in a hydrocarbon solvent, we are reducing the temperature to 60 to 70 degrees Celsius and pressure from 6 to 7 atmosphere in presence of triethyl aluminium titanium tetrachloride known as Ziegler-Natta catalyst is the name of scientist. Under these conditions, we will get high density polyethylene. What does it mean? Under these conditions, polymer formed have no branching. It means polymeric chains are closely packed. Close packing means polymer will be of high density. Where low density polyethylene is used for packaging, making cables, squeezing bottles. We have toys and pipes where high density polyethylene are used for making of buckets, pipes and containers. We are moving to the second synthetic polymer, that is polypropylene. Listen students, when propylene is subjected to the anhydrous aluminium chloride at 100 degrees Celsius under the 10 atmosphere pressure, it undergoes the addition polymerization to give again a plastic like polymer called polypropylene. It is used for making of medical instruments, that is the IV set, that is the syringes, that is the making of bottles containing glucose. So toys, fibers, electrical insulators for coating the electrical wires. So we are moving to the third, it is the polystyrene, also known as styrone. First of all, in first step, we will learn the preparation of its monomer, that is the styrene, in which benzene undergoes the process of Friedel-Crafts alkylation, in which benzene is treated with ethene in presence of anhydrous AlCl3. There is attack of this alkyline group over benzene to give ethyl benzene. When ethyl benzene is subjected to the high temperature in presence of dehydrogenating agent, that is ferric oxide and aluminium oxide, there will be elimination of one hydrogen molecule. As one hydrogen molecule is eliminated, here monomer will be synthesized, that is CH double bond CH2 styrene. It is the monomer of polystyrene. Now, in presence of organic peroxide, this styrene undergoes additional addition polymerization in presence of organic peroxide, that is RCOO OR. And most frequently we use benzoyl peroxide. यहाँ पे benzene लगा होगा. Under these conditions, it will produce again a plastic-like polymer that is called styrene or polystyrene. Listen students, uses. It is used for making of food containers, cosmetic bottles, TV and radio. अगर हम थोड़ा आपके लेवल पे आपके कहते हैं अगेन मोबाइल. सो टीवी, रेडियो एंड मोबाइल कैबिनेट्स. सो अगर हम ये कहें कि यू हैव ए मोबाइल, इस मोबाइल में बेटा जो ये वाला प्लास्टिक है, सो इट इज ऑफ पॉलीस्टाइरीन. सो यूज फॉर टीवी, रेडियो, मोबाइल, outer covering, it is called cabinet. So plastic cups and toys. Thank you. Now we are moving to the polymer number 4, Teflon. Listen बेटा, हमारी लाइफ में काफी यूज होने वाला ये पॉलीमर है. ये एक हीट रेजिस्टेंट पॉलीमर है कि जहां कहीं भी हमें ये लग रहा है कि कंटिन्यूसली टेम्परेचर देना है, वहां पे अगर हम कोई नॉर्मल पॉलीमर लेंगे तो इट मेल्ट्स, बट इट इज ए हीट रेजिस्टेंट पॉलीमर. आई हैव एन एग्जांपल ऑफ टेफ्लॉन. आई हैव दिस कन्वर्टर, so it can be used in multi countries. If I am going to China, I can use this type of. If I am going to UK, I can use. If I am in India, I have to use this part. And this black colored polymer, it is made up of Teflon. It is a heat resistant, क्योंकि जब कभी भी हमने इसको किसी भी शू में देना है, कंटिन्यूसली ये पार्ट जो है ये हीट होएगा. सो हीटिंग के कारण इसमें कोई डिफॉर्मेशन ना हो, उसके कारण हमने ये वाला पॉलीमर जो था एक टेफ्लॉन बनाया, जिसमें लिसन स्टूडेंट्स आपको बहुत बारी ये क्वेश्चन आया है, इसीलिए मैंने इस चीज को हाईलाइट करके लिखा है. आपको एग्जाम में क्वेश्चन आता होता है कि व्हाट इज द मोनोमर ऑफ टेफ्लॉन. एक्चुअली टेफ्लॉन इज पॉली टेट्राफ्लोरोइथाइलीन, is also known as PTFE, polytetrafluoroethylene, where monomer is tetrafluoroethylene. Whenever tetrafluoroethylene is subjected to ammonium persulfate, so we have ammonium persulfate. So these monomers undergo addition polymerization to give a hard, heat resistant, plastic like polymer, which is said to be Teflon or PTFE. Uses: it is heat resistant plastic like polymer and used to seal the gaskets. Gaskets are those apparatus where chances to increase the temperature very common, just to seal the parts of gaskets to withstand high temperature. So these are also used as insulators, as we have used this Teflon as insulator in this mobile charger. Similarly, important coating of inner surface of non-stick utensils. You must have non-stick tawa, you must have non-stick kadai, you must have non-stick cooker. Inner membrane of these utensils is coated with Teflon, because it is heat resistant polymer. Do not undergo any type of the decomposition when subjected for prolonged heating. So इसी का डुप्लीकेट केस जो आप चाइना मेड डिफरेंट कलर्स के कई आपके डोर स्टेप के ऊपर भी कस्टमर कोई एजेंट्स वगैरह आके बेच के जाते हैं कि जी 2 कढ़ाई ले लो, इनके साथ 4 फ्री। सो एक कुकर ले लो 2 फ्री, और ये नॉन स्टिक है। हाँ, वो नॉन स्टिक होता है, पर उसमें टेफ्लॉन की बजाय उन्होंने एक थोड़ा सा लेस रेजिस्टेंट, इसीलिए वो वाले बर्तन, वो वाले यूटेंसिल्स कंपैरेटिवली काफी चीप होते हैं। सो हम कहते हैं कि इसी में से ड्राइव किया हुआ कोई थोड़ा सस्ता वाला हीट रेजिस्टेंट पॉलीमर वो होता है पॉली मोनोक्लोरो डाईफ्लोरो इथाइलीन इज अ पॉली, कुछ नहीं है बेटा। सो इसमें फ्लोरो 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 4 लगे थे, इसमें एक फ्लोरीन को उठा के हमने हाइड्रोजन, एक को रिप्लेस कर दिया क्लोरीन से। इन प्रेजेंस ऑफ एयर व्हेन इट अंडरगोज द एडिशन पॉलीमराइजेशन, इट प्रोड्यूसेस अनदर प्लास्टिक लाइक heat resistant polymer like Teflon, but is not Teflon. It is said to be the poly monochloro difluoroethylene. Beta, it is comparatively less heat resistant but used as Teflon. Means coating of inner surface of utensils. Again we are moving to the polyvinyl chloride PVC. बेटा आपके घर में जितनी भी इलेक्ट्रिक पाइप्स हैं वो सारी की सारी इलेक्ट्रिक पाइप्स के ऊपर देखा होगा आपने लिखा होता है PVC is a polyvinyl chloride. Its monomer is vinyl chloride. Vinyl chloride. In presence of organic peroxide, this vinyl chloride undergoes the process of addition polymerization to give CH2, CH, Cl. So it is PVC, polyvinyl chloride, as it is waterproof. So it is used for making of sheets, so raincoats, so handbags, टेबल क्लॉथ्स, ग्रामोफोन रिकॉर्ड्स। पुराने टाइम में आप देखते थे कि ग्रामोफोन जो बनते थे उनके जो रिकॉर्ड हैं, सो जो ये ऐसे घूमते थे, वो ग्रामोफोन रिकॉर्ड्स जो हैं वो भी पीवीसी के। सो आल्सो यूज्ड फॉर मेकिंग ऑफ पाइप्स। नाउ वी आर मूविंग टू द अगेन इंपॉर्टेंट, इट इज पॉलीविनाइल polyacrylonitrile. So we have polyacrylonitrile. It is also known as Orlone, also known as Casilone, also known as Acrylone. Whenever acrylonitrile it is acrylonitrile is subjected to the Fenton's reagent. An addition polymer called PAN, polyacrylonitrile, is formed. Listen, it is used for making of water resistant and quick drying fibers. Can also mix with wool to give the clothes, carpets and blankets. It is mainly used for making of woolen clothes, that is polyacrylonitrile. Now we are moving to the next. Polymethyl methyl acrylate is also known as plexiglass, परपेक्स, एक्रिलेट। बेटा आप लोगों के पास जितनी भी आर्टिफिशियल ज्वेलरी होती है उसमें आप कहते हो कि जितने भी डायमंड कट पीस लगे हुए हैं वो सारे के सारे ही प्लेक्सी ग्लास के होते हैं। लेबोरेटरी में जाते हो फिजिक्स में, केमिस्ट्री में, कभी आपने वहां पे लेंस देखे हो तो लेंस जो है वो हमेशा इस वाले पॉलीमर के बने होते हैं, जिसमें हम मिथाइल मिथाइल एक्रिलेट मोनोमर को जब भी ऑर्गेनिक पेरोक्साइड की प्रेजेंस में रखेंगे तो इट अंडरगोज द प्रोसेस ऑफ एडिशन पॉलीमराइजेशन जो गिव अनदर हार्ड ट्रांसपेरेंट ए ग्लास लाइक polymer is called polymethyl methyl acrylate, PMMA. It is used for making of lenses, light shades, aircraft windows, skylights, plastic jewelry. Now we are moving to the next and very important. We have polyesters. Poly means many, esters means ester groups. हम कहते हैं कि कोई भी ऐसे polymers which are formed by condensation polymerization of monomers containing alcohol and monomers containing carboxylic acids. First of all, we have example that is terylene dacron, where monomer is ethylene glycol. It is dimethyl terephthalate. In presence of weak base like calcium acetate at high temperature, it undergoes condensation polymerization in which there is removal of methanol molecule to give a condensation polymer containing polyesters so is said to be dacron or terylene or polyester. We have another example of polyester, that is glypton or alkydes, where monomers are ethylene glycol and phthalic acid. So on condensation polymerization a cross-linked 3D polymer is formed by removal of water molecules to give a condensation polyester called कलेक्टर। लिसन स्टूडेंट्स, जब कभी भी हम इस वाले पॉलीमर को किसी एप्रोप्रिएट सॉल्वेंट में डिसॉल्व करके उसकी इवेपोरेशन करते हैं, इवेपोरेशन करने के बाद इट हैज ए प्रॉपर्टी टू फॉर्म ए थिन लेयर। ये लेयर बनाने की प्रॉपर्टी के कारण ही हम इसको पेंट में यूज करते हैं। और कभी आप देखते हो कि पेंट के ऊपर शाइन करने के लिए भी हम एक लैकर यूज करते हैं, वो लैकर भी इसी का ही बना होता है, बिकॉज इसके पास प्रॉपर्टी है कि जब कभी भी इसको सूटेबल किसी भी सॉल्वेंट में डिसॉल्व करके इवेपोरेशन करते हैं तो ये एक इनसॉल्युबल फिल्म में कन्वर्ट हो जाता है, जिस कारण इसको हम, आप सुनते हो कि पेंट्स के ऊपर क्या लिखा होता है, एक्रिलिक पेंट्स। क्यों एक्रिलिक पेंट लिखा होता है? क्यों? क्योंकि उसमें हमारे पास ये कह सकते हैं कि ये वाले सब्सटेंस जो है वो पॉलीएस्टर्स, या कह सकते हैं कि हमारे पास अल्काइड्स होते हैं। नाउ सिमिलरली एक यूज पॉलीएस्टर का हमारे पास रह गया, वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, कि जब कभी भी हम पॉलीएस्टर को एक फाइबर में स्पन करते हैं, इसको हम डेक्रोन कहते हैं। जब कभी भी हम इसको बहुत थिन फाइबर में, इसको हम माइलार कहते हैं। और जब कभी भी हम इसको किसी पर्टिकुलर शेप में कन्वर्ट करते हैं तो इसको हम पॉलीइथाइलीन टेरिलीन भी कहते हैं। सो पॉलीइथाइलीन टेरिथैलेट या टेरिलीन भी कहते हैं। सो थैंक यू।